Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, Big Blue. It is September 9, 2019. I doubt I'm going to be able to make this. Yep, let me enter. We are empty out of U.S. cold storage. Drop something. Let's see, that's not the entrance. Bad dad joke for today. What did the chip say when he saw the cheese stealing? Hey, that's nachos. I don't get it. Alright. I guess this is... I don't know if these guys are open or not. I don't think they are. We're just gonna park here for a second and go walk in there and see. I need to get a hose for my system here, so let's see. Let's read that again. What did the chip say when he saw the cheese stealing? Hey, that's nachos. Oh boy. Oh tape. Well guys, we are out of here. I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, messing with these guys. Almost 2 hours. An hour and 40 minutes. I checked in there, you know, I need this hose. The guy was like, oh, I said, you know, I took a picture of the serial number. I said, here's the serial number. He said, I don't need this. He says, they only have one hose. Thermo Kings only have one hose. And I'm like, I don't believe you're correct. I said, because I dealt with it, replacing the hose out in Arkansas, and it wasn't the right one, and they needed my serial number, and then they had to order it, and all this other stuff. And he was like, nope, they're just one hose. Whatever. And he went back and grabbed the hose and gave it to me, and I was like, okay. And I bought it, went out there, put it up against there, wasn't the right hose. So then I spent about an hour and a half going back in there, talking to him. I don't know. It's always, I've sold so many of these. It's always that hose. Maybe you got something different on yours. Maybe you're different. Maybe your APU has been customized. No, it hasn't been customized. And finally, I talked to the parts guy to come out there and look at it because he was acting like I was stupid. And he came out there and I held it up against the old hose and he's looking in there and I don't see anything different. I don't see nothing changed in here or nothing, but yeah, that's definitely not the right size. And so then he walked back in, then he sat there talking and messing around, and then he went over and then he wanted a technician to come out and look at it and see if he could figure out why. And on the way back in, there was another truck sitting there with an older APU. And he opened that one up and he peeked in there, and that one had those same hose. And you could see it was the radiator was in a completely different spot than what mine was. And I said, that's the right hose. And I held it in there. I said, that's what this goes for. And it was an old style APU. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get a technician to look at this. And I sat out there for about an hour. And the guy was like, yeah, I'll get somebody out there. I sat out there for almost an hour. finally I gotta go. I'm not gonna be late for my appointment because these guys don't want to walk out there and try to figure this out. So I went in there and I returned it and told him, and he was like, well, we're gonna send somebody out. I say, hey, I've been here for an hour and 40 minutes. You can't get somebody to walk out there and just glance at this? I said, I ain't got time. I said, I got an appointment I gotta be at. And, oh, okay, well, okay, I'll just refund it. I said, yeah. So I'll stop someplace else and take care of it. He's like, well, I wish I could have seen it. I said, well, you could walk out there and look at it. I said, because it only takes 2 seconds. Oh, well, I'm kind of busy right now. That's whatever. And so I decided to leave. And as I was leaving, I think whatever technician guy they told to come out there, he was actually walking out in the parking lot. There was a technician guy walking out there, just kind of looking around, like trying to figure out where he was supposed to go. And he looked at me, and I just put in gear and took off. And there was another guy sitting in his truck, and so he was walking over by him. He started walking towards him. It is what it is. I'll just stop at a different Thermal King place today, tomorrow, or something like that, and get this figured out. I would like to I'll just stick any kind of coolant hose on there and stuff, but the problem is one end of it is like 1.25 inches, and the other end that goes onto the radiator is like 3/4. So it's just not gonna work. And I even said to the guy at the service counter when they were talking to him and getting somebody to come out, you know, one guy was telling him, you know, it's too short and everything. And I even said to the guy, so, well, if you borrow me, I said, I'll tell you what, I am in the wrong lane. Yep. I don't know why these truck drivers are in the wrong lane too. But I said to the service guy, I said, well, if you would just borrow me your hose stretcher, I said, maybe I can make it fit. And you know what he said to me? He goes, yeah, we don't borrow our tools. I just looked at him. At that point, I knew. I just knew I was in for a good point there. But, yeah, so we're out of here. No big deal. Whatever. But we got unloaded from U.S. U.S. cold storage. That was good. They actually had coffee in there and Dunkin' Donuts set out for the drivers. Pretty cool. Come on there, JB Hunt. Put your gear into it. Come on. Well, guys, we got our way station. Let's see what happens. getting all bypassed. Customs. Onward we go. Well, guys, we are over here in New Jersey in this cluster of 95. Right across the river there is New York City. Right there's the Newark International Airport. I had the craziest load pickup right here once when I was independent. I had this load that picked up. It was right at the end of the airport. I mean, I was right at the warehouse was right next to the fence to the airport, and I picked up this load. It was a frozen load. I picked it up. It was one pallet. And it was like this huge rush. They paid me a ton of money. And I didn't know it was only going to be one pallet. And they loaded me and it was just one pallet. I'm like, what? I said, yep. Knowing that, I would have put some more freight on there. But it was one pallet, and I took it all the way to Chicago to a business right there at the Chicago International Airport. And delivered it there, and it was I asked the guy, I said, where is this thing going? He said, well, we take it over and they put it on a plane. And I was just like, why didn't they put it on a plane right here? And he looked at the manifest, and it was going like on a plane from there, going to like I think it was San Francisco or Los Angeles, something like that. Then it was going off to Dallas Fort Worth, and then from Dallas Fort Worth it was going to Italy. I couldn't imagine shipping on that one pallet. And it was a pallet of Tuscany bowls from Pizza Hut or whatever. And it was right when they first came out. I couldn't imagine the amount of freight on that pallet. But I got paid, so that's all I cared. So we got to get off right up here. So I'm just staying over here. There we go. We are loaded up. We got 41,800 some pounds. From what I saw, basically it's frozen hash browns. And now we are off to Super Value. Yay! In Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I'm showing it to be 1,032 miles. Man, it seems like it should be farther than that. City. To the right there. Yeah, I know, Hella. I'm gonna get her on you. A bunch of hoo-ha and get out of here. Now you should be able to see the New York skyline a little better. Well, we'll catch you guys later. I just got a quick thought. Just been thinking about. This is Newark, New Jersey. And they call New Jersey the Garden State. I came by before when I was getting on the 280. I tell you what, this place don't smell like no garden. It got a huge mound out there. It's a big landfill. It's just huge. And I mean, it's a mound of garbage. And I tell you what, it smells here like there's a mound of garbage right here. But driving all through here and stuff, you know, all the traffic. This isn't a busy time of day or nothing. But this is just crazy. It's just, ugh. I just have this feeling of like, oh man, I just don't want to be here. You look at all the buildings and stuff, they're all falling apart. It almost, what this reminds me of is like the end of winter and everything is like brown and kind of, you know, dead, nothing's come to life yet. That's what this reminds me of right here. And I tell you right now, I could never in my life live someplace like this. There's no way. I could not do this. I can never understand it. It always dumbfounds me why people live in areas like this, so crowded and dealing with all this traffic. You know, anytime you want to go anywhere, it's so busy. I mean, I can't even understand why somebody would want to live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's a small town. You know, and I know people will say, "Well, that's because where the jobs are." Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. And the thing is, I mean, the living cost is crazy here. And so when you really figure it out, are you making more money living in this? I don't know, man. This is not for me. That's all I know. Not for the long haul, Larry. I've seen John and his videos and stuff, and at that one time, I think he was out at the yard or something. He took a couple days off. He rented a car and drove to New York City. I would never do that in my life. I'd never take some time off and then, I'm gonna rent a car and go to New York City. I mean, he goes home and he jumps in a car all the time. Him and his wife and kids, they go down to Chicago, go shopping and stuff, and it's like, I don't even want to go to Fond du Lac. What's that, like 40,000 people? About 12 miles from my house. I stay away from any town. I guess it's just me. We're making our way though. Well, there we go. One state down. Welcome to Pennsylvania. We're running on through the Poconos. Did you know that there is a Pocono mountain range in the UP, Upper Peninsula of Michigan? That's where Lake in the Clouds is. They call those the Poconos too. There you go. Well, goodbye Pennsylvania and hello Ohio. Drug traffickers go to prison. Huh. Yeah. I get it. I guess that's a good place to work. Well, we're just going to be pulling off up in here a little bit, and I will let you guys go. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they're watching this here video. If you were not, certainly can change all that around. Try it all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. See ya.